Hey everybody, my name is Kendra Aarhus and I'm going to show you how to do this really awesome bronze glowy look. First of all, primer, spray. We're going to take concealer first. I'm using concealer number 0 and I'm just going to literally tap it in there. I put a little bit on the back of my hand here. I like to tell people that if your eyes are the windows to your soul, your eyebrows are the curtains. I'm going to use our number 40 eyeshadow called Taupe for the Best. And what I'm going to do here is start by creating this upper line. And you notice I didn't start directly to the very far inner corner of my brow. I started in just a little bit. And the reason why is because if you do your brows and you start with that pigment super strong and heavy, you know, straight from the palette onto your face, your brows are gonna be really strong right there in the middle. I like a little bit of a softer brow there. And then I just fill and shape and fill and shape until I get it the way that I want it. And then I like to comb through with my spoolie, and that just softens them up just a little bit. I'm going to use probably just 2 colors out of the Everything is Neutral palette, and then I will be using a couple of colors out of our Bare Metals palette. I'll start with the Feeling is Neutral palette and this cream color. This is going to be my highlight color. I personally don't like shimmer really much above my crease. I just use matte colors from my crease up. So I've got that highlight color in there. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do a crease color. For that, I'm going to use this angled shadow brush here, and using the point of the angle facing down, I'm gonna use this pink color called Blush Hour. One thing I like to do, and I talk about this in probably every single one of my videos, is when you're laying down your crease color, keep your eye open. It will help you find the right place for that crease color to go. You'll notice like I lay the color down and I do windshield wipers, and then to blend I do circles. This is what the Bare Metals palette looks like. I'm gonna start with this gold color and I'm gonna put that right in the center here from my crease to my lashes. I'm gonna use this copper color. I think it's called Pretty Penny. And kind of from the middle over. And then to add the bronze in, I'm going to use this little tiny brush here, and I'm gonna take that color on the end, which I believe is called Shimmy Shimmy. And I'm gonna do 2 things with this. I'm going to kind of create, just gonna place it down, kind of in that outer corner from here, and a little bit of like a check mark. And I'm just kind of putting a bunch of pigment down. So it's not blended yet. And then I'm gonna take and place that under. And it's fine if it's a mess. Now I'm gonna use the Pretty Penny color again. Put that under there, and we're gonna blend all this here now. Go back to that blending brush and do little circles here. That's gonna blend that. And I'm just gonna blend it right under the eye as well. All right, now let me show you how I like to create a pretty deep smoke. So using this eyeliner pen, first I'm just gonna make a very thin line right at my lash line. And I'm not even gonna worry about it being straight or awesome, just that it's right at the lash line. Using this little brush again and the Shimmy Shimmy color, we're gonna go in right over top of that and smudge it. And that's gonna soften that black line and create that really deep smoky looks. And I'm gonna do the same thing underneath. I'm gonna apply just a really quick color right at my lash line using my little brush and that shimmy shimmy color. I'm gonna go right over top of it and smudge it out. Let me just show you quick what happens when you add mascara. You see how that comes together? Pretty cool, huh? So I'm just gonna do the same thing to the other eye. To finish it off, a lot of times I'll just take my eyeliner and run it right back along my lash line on the upper side and the lower side. And that just makes sure I have a really crisp outline and that smoky eye starts off really, really dark. And today I'm going to use my blend or buffer brush for foundation application. Make sure you've done your skincare well. It really makes a difference with how your foundation lays. And I'm just going to show you a really quick application method. I'm going for a more full coverage look today. And then I'm just going to blend them in. One tip that I have been loving with my foundation finish is to, after I've got my foundation on, is to set it. And then do powders and things like that. I don't know why, but this seems to work pretty good for me. And now some setting powder. Favorite brush for setting powder. I just like to tap my setting powder onto my face. For a highlighter today, I'm going to use my Bare Metals palette again. And this first color here, this rose gold color, it is like the most phenomenal highlight. And now we'll take our bronzer. Let's add a little blush to the game. Number 4 in Keen is what I'm going to use today. A little more setting spray. And I always like to add a last coat of mascara. I'm going to do a matte lip today because I want it to last. Use this kind of brownish red lip liner. It's number 7. X to find your Cupid's bow. Sweep. And then define the bottom. And I'm going to do wedding cake over top. So I've got gold, copper, and bronze going on here with a really pretty peachy glow on the cheeks and a deep berry shimmer on the lips. And I hope you learned something.